Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back. My name is Daniela. I'm so happy you're here. I got a bunch of bookish things that I've been wanting to do and that I need to do over the next few days, so I thought I would bring you along and we can do some bookish things together. We've got a lot of fun things planned. I think the first thing we're gonna do is go to the bookstore. I have already ordered a book. It's there waiting for me to pick up, so I thought we could go and do a cozy evening bookshop. I love like a nighttime bookstore experience. It just feels so cozy to me. So we're gonna go do that, browse around the bookstore. It'll be the first bookstore trip of the year of 2025. It's like only January 3rd, so I didn't really hold off that long. But still, first trip of the year, very exciting. We'll pick up the book that I want to read together for this vlog. And then I do want to set up my 2025 reading journal. I'm a little behind, I haven't gotten it set up yet, but I really want to do that still. So I figure we can do that together. And then I do have a few books to unhaul as well, so maybe we can do some little free library hunting later as well. But first, let's go book shopping. That's out right now. Everyone is reading it. I'm so curious about it. Hello you guys, it has been a few days since we last chatted and hung out. The last thing you would have seen would have been going to the bookstore, where, as you saw, I picked up Six of Crows. I actually picked up the box set, so I got Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and I'm so excited. And then we were graciously invited to our friend's family cottage for the weekend. And so we kind of started the year. We went up to the cottage and it was so cozy. We did lots of like hiking in the snow. We went for lots of walks and had lots of time cozied up. And I actually got to start Six of Crows and dive into it. I am not very far in. I only read 34 pages so far, so I've just read the first 2 chapters. I already love it. Like, I'm so hooked. I'm so invested already. I think the characters are so interesting. The writing style is right up my alley. It feels so fast-paced. I'm having so much fun. I've heard that the magic system and the world building can be kind of confusing if you haven't read the Shadow and Bone books, which I haven't, but so far so good. I feel like I will have a little bit of confusion along the way, but so far I'm really liking it and I'm really invested. Now I think I'm going to take a bit of time and start my 2025 book journal. I use the same journal for everything, not just books, but I wanted to get it set up for the book stuff for this year. I'm using the same journal. I just started it in September, so we've got lots and lots of empty pages to use for this year. So I'm gonna spend a bit of time getting that set up right now, and then I'll kind of show you the flip through. I think I'm gonna listen to this while I set up my book journal, and then I'll come back with all of the updates. morning. It's the very next morning. I did all my book journal setup yesterday, so I wanted to show you, and then I do have some updates on Six of Crows because I've been reading a lot. I'm like 160 pages in, so I obviously listened while I was setting up my journal yesterday, and then I read a whole bunch last night, and I am so invested. I'm loving it so much. I'm at, if you've read it, this isn't like a spoiler or anything, but like the part that I'm at, they like just got on the boat, and things are crazy. So much is happening. I'm obsessed with this like ragtag group that like no one really trusts each other, but they all are relying on each other and they like have to trust each other. I love all of the personality dynamics. I'm really enjoying the writing, and I'm so invested. I'm so eager to continue reading and to find out what happens to them. I'm loving it so far. But let's go through the book journal. Okay, here is what we're working with. This is my journal. I still need to add stickers to it. I have a bunch of stickers that I want to put on it. I just haven't done it yet, but you open it and it has kind of like the entry page. It says 2024, so I'm gonna have to cover that and like do something new with that there. And then the index page, I think I might just glue these two pages together because I never use it. But then on the inside, this is the cover. It has a little Madeline quote, and then I just put my favorite things. And then we can kind of flip to 2025. This is my title page for 2025. I toyed with a bunch of things, and then I decided to settle on just cutting out these big numbers and pasting them in, and then I think I'm gonna add photos as the year goes on and just have this be like a big memory mood board from 2025. I feel like that's really fun. I use this journal for books and for other stuff, so I feel like it'd be really cool to have just like a little memory spread page of 2025. Then we come in here and I've got my reading log. It's fairly basic. I set up like a little Dutch door. Each of these has 25 spaces, so there's room for 100 books here. That should be plenty for me. I definitely want to like spruce it up, add some more fun decor and stuff, but that's the reading log. Then I did all the movies I watched in 2025, and I just want to like list them all out. I don't care about putting the date that I watched them or the rating or anything. I just want to have like a list of the movies and maybe the TV shows or something that I watched this year. Then we have my 25 books for 2025. I put all of the covers here just to reference. And then here, I wanted to do a bookshelf setup somewhere in the journal, but I didn't want to do it for all the books I read this year. So I just set it up here, and then as I read the books, I can kind of come in and like color in the covers. And I think that's gonna look really fun once it's all filled up. Then I thought I would do the A to Z challenge, pretty self-explanatory, and then this is for my monthly stats. I really do not like this title, and so I think I'm gonna redo that. And again, just like add some decor, add some pizzazz around here. But basically the stats have books, pages, average rating, if I got it from the library, if I read it physical, digital, audio, or a hybrid. Then we have days that I finished a book, and so I wanted to track every day that I read, but I also wanted to be realistic with myself, and I know that I'm not gonna keep on top of that, but I figured I could come back in and just put like a little dot in the squares that I finished a book on the days that I finished a book. I think that would be really fun to look back on, and then just a little chart to show how many books that I read every month. So we've got up to 20 books, which seems absolutely so far out of reach. I don't think I'll ever read 20 books in 1 month, and then the months along here, and then I have some space to put my reading goals. I haven't filled those out yet. I also like hate the way that this line turned out. I think I'm gonna cover it with like washi tape or something. And then lastly, I just have my series tracker. I've got a lot of space here. I'm not currently in a lot of series. I guess I can add Six of Crows to this now, but this is just series that I've already started and I'm going through, and there are some new books either out that I haven't read yet or coming out this year. So I just have The Naturals, Assistant to the Villain, and the When in Rome series. So that is the update on the reading journal and on the book. It is like such a beautiful sunny day today. It absolutely dumped snow last night. There's so much snow outside. It's like one of those magical, perfect winter days where it's sunny and the sky is so clear and blue, and it's just like fresh snow. The air is so fresh. So we're gonna go on a nice long walk, and I think I'll listen to more of my book. I'm really excited to do that. And then I'm probably just gonna spend the rest of the day curled up here, laying in the sun. We don't get much sun these days, so you gotta really cherish it. And I think I'm just gonna spend the rest of the day reading Six of Crows. character dynamics in this book so much. Oh, I just love everyone. The interactions, incredible. Not believe I just found The Unmaking of June Farrow in a free little library. Are you kidding me? This book is on my 25 books I want to read in 2025. It's in pristine condition. Like, this thing is brand spanking new. Oh my gosh. I feel so lucky right now. I'm so excited. We've got one last little free library. This is the book that I'm gonna be unhauling. Let's go check it out and see what they've got. Okay, I had actually the best luck little free library hunting, so let me show you all of the books that I found. At the first little free library, I found Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. This is so lucky. I haven't read an R.F. Kuang book before. I have heard kind of mixed things about this book, but it sounds so interesting to me. It's the one where it's like two authors, one of the authors passes away and then the other one like steals, like pretends to be that author or like steals her work or something. Yes, she like pretends to be her, but the girl, one of them is white, one of them is Asian, and it's a whole mess. Sounds very, very cool. Then I also found The Villa. I don't know anything about this book. I think it's a thriller. The cover is incredible. I feel like it's gonna be such a good, fun summer thriller, so saving it for that. Okay, then I found I'm actually freaking out that I found this. I feel so, so lucky. I found The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. If you watched my 25 books in 2025, this is one of the books that's on here. This was on my 10 before the end last year. I never got to it. I'm so, so, so excited that I found it. This is like so high on my priority TBR now. And it's in like pristine, like it's brand new hardcover. Hardcover books in Canada, if you didn't know, are $40. So this is an incredibly lucky find. It's beautiful. I am so excited. And then I also just stopped by this one little free library by my house that I go to pretty regularly, and they had like, it was bursting at the seams. They had a lot of really good books. So I picked up The Paper Palace. I tried reading this book over the summer when I was in like a book slump. I got it from the library and then I just was not in a reading mood. I don't know if it was me, if it was the book. So I grabbed this one. I'm gonna try and finish it, and then if I like it, I like it, and if I don't, I'll give it back to a little free library. Then I also got His and Hers by Alice Feeney. I've never read an Alice Feeney book before, but another thriller, so I think that'd be really fun. And I also found Of Woman and Salt. I don't know much about this book. I think it's fairly popular. To be honest, I grabbed it again because pristine condition, so beautiful, and like I just love the cover. The inside flap sounds very interesting. It's about like generations of women. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful book. Those are the books that I found at the little free libraries, and now it is time to finish Six of Crows. I have like 100 or so pages left. I'm going to be sat here. I'm going to finish it right now. I'm not going anywhere until it's done. And I'm so excited. I'm obsessed with this book. I'm like, the way I know I'm obsessed with it is because I literally have dreams about it last night. Like I walk by and I see it on the table and I'm like, can't wait to get back to it. I'm loving it so much. The plot is plotting. It's really, really good. But the romance, like this is not a romance book. Lee Bardugo is just like sprinkling crumbs. Like, I'm a peasant on the ground eating up every little crumb. The characters, the way that they yearn for each other, and like, they don't even know that they're yearning, but I know that they're yearning. Oh, I am obsessed. I'm loving it so much. It's so intense right now. They're like at the pinnacle of everything that's going on, and so I have no idea how it's gonna end. Oh, I'm invested. I'm loving it. I'm gonna finish it now, and I will keep you updated and let you know my final thoughts. Oh my god, I cannot with this book. I'm on the very last page. I'm all done. I loved this book. I thought this was brilliant. The writing was fantastic. The story was so smart. It was like so twisty and turny. Like, I was just along for the ride. There were so many plot twists. So many plot twists that I was always on the edge of my seat. I was never bored. I had so much fun with it. Oh, I really liked it. I love the characters, the found family, oh, the dynamics, the way that she just like weaved the backstory in, and like you got all of this character depth and history. Oh, I'm gonna think about this a long time. I absolutely love this book, and I'm so glad that I got the box set, because now I can just dive right into the second one. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this week and doing all the fun, cozy bookish things, getting organized for 2025. I had so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much for watching. I love ya, and I will hopefully see you for the next one. Bye.